Hi and welcome to class today. Today we're going to be doing a yoga flow that will help you stand up tall for good posture. So when we are going into these stretches, obviously we're doing the opposite of our caving in, holding our phone posture that we like to do a lot. We're trying to open up through the chest and open up through the spine, strengthening the spine and strengthening the core. Now, something to just consider is that another way of helping your posture is by lifting weights. I love to lift weights for my posture. I am not a personal trainer, so maybe look into exercises that you can do if you feel a bit weak in the back muscles or maybe in the core. I do personally think that you need both yoga and strength training to help your practice and your health. We're going to start lying on our backs just so we can really tune into the spine and notice where we might be feeling any stress, or maybe we're feeling a little bit of tension in that lower back. So just finding your time to make your way onto your back. When we make it onto the back, feet are going to come out. Feet are going to come out. Hands are going to come down, and just close off the eyes for a moment just to settle into your space. Finding a breath in and a breath out. And again, finding that breath in and finding it in your exhale, nice and long. See how it feels to notice where the spine is. Can you feel a natural curve of the spine? Can you feel the hips going into the floor, the shoulders? Where's the chin? Can you feel it tucking in towards the chest, or maybe it's lifting up quite high to avoid a double chin? Could you get it to like a middle ground where it's slightly tucked, but it's not completely going in towards the chest? Relax through the glutes for a moment. Relax through the legs. Allow the feet to rock out. Come into the room. Maybe that means closing the eyes and listening into the sounds of the room. Feeling the air touching your skin. And as you take your next inhale, I invite you to have an intention. And the collective intention for this class is I choose to stand up tall. I choose to stand up tall. If that really resonates with you, maybe you keep it going through the whole practice. Maybe you choose not to, though. From here, feel into the spine, push through the legs, lift the knees up towards the chest, and just rock it side to side for a moment. Maybe relax through the eyes, maybe opening up the eyelids just to allow a little rock. Feeling into the room once again, taking a big inhale. And a big exhale. Maybe the thighs can come towards the belly a little bit more. Inhale. And exhale back to center. Lift through the hands. Lift through the feet. Can you see if you can pull the belly button in towards the spine a little bit more? Inhale. And exhale, knees towards the chest. Stretch out the left leg, right knee stays in, just allowing some circles with that right leg out. And then invite them inward. Interlace the fingers behind the thigh and bend and straighten the leg, filling into the hamstrings. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Knee comes in towards the chest. Just bring some circles into the ankle, one direction and the other direction. Right leg goes out long, left leg comes in towards the chest. Just taking a breath here, squeeze the knee in and then find some circles out. Try and keep this right hip planted on the floor, shoulders on the floor. We're just breathing in and out. Change directions. Interlace the fingers behind the thigh and just bend and straighten that leg. Might have quite tight hamstrings, and that can happen from sitting a lot, from standing quite stagnant a lot, and also it can happen from walking a lot. It really is like we just need to stretch those hamstrings. We need to strengthen the hamstrings as well. So there's loads of things we could do to the hamstrings to really help loosen them up. Toes are going to just find those circles. A lot of the time with hamstrings, it's a strengthening issue, and so that comes down to lifting some weights, finding some deadlifts, just making sure that we have progressive overload in the practice as well as mobility. And then bring the right knee to meet with that left knee. Squeeze it in, inhale and exhale, knees over hips. And then the feet are going to flex towards the knees, lift through the hands. We're going to find our core exercise to begin with. So our first core exercise, we want to be activating the core. So feel like you can bring the belly button in towards the spine. Breathe in. Exhale, we're going to tap the right toe down to begin with, and then lift it up. This might be the exercise for you. Bring the left toe down, bring it up. If you want to progress, make it a little bit harder for yourself. Maybe you bring opposite hand down with the leg, tap the toe, bring it up. Tap the toe, right arm down with the left leg, lift up. And then maybe see, could you hover the foot and bring it up. Bring it down, bring it up. Inhale, exhale, or straighten out the leg. Right leg down, left arm down. That's the progression that you might be picking, but really just follow what the body can do. Inhale, up, exhale, straighten the leg, bring the hand down. Bring it up. Other side. But watch the lower back. Is it still planted on the floor? If it's not, maybe you go back to that first variation or one that suited you better. Inhale. Exhale, lift it up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift it up. One more time on both sides. Bring it up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, up. Take a moment, slowly lower the legs. So we're going to just windshield wiper those knees side to side for a moment, just to alleviate the spine. Plant through the feet then. Once you've done a few of those, really feel like the spine is really flush with the floor. Push through the hands and see if you can squeeze through the glutes and lift through the hips. Lift it up, lower back, middle back, shoulders. So the weight shifts back onto the shoulders and bring it down, middle back, lower back. Let's lift it up twice more. Bring it up, squeeze through the glutes. Can you engage through the glutes a little bit more and lift a little bit more into the hips? Exhale down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, softly lower, middle back, lower back, all the way down to the floor. Rock to one side and push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Once you've gotten to a comfortable seat, once you've come to a comfortable seat, that might be with your legs out straight, that might be with your legs crossed. Take a big inhale, breathe in through the nose. Exhale, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, elongate the spine, crown of the head up towards the sky. Exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale here, let it go. Inhale, the chin towards the right shoulder. Exhale, tuck through the chin, feel into the back of the neck so the chin goes to the chest. And exhale over towards the left side. Inhale. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale back. One more round. Inhale. Exhale, nice and softly, no pulling or tugging as you go. Be sensitive to your neck. Inhale. Exhale, back round the front. And come back to center, just taking a moment. We're going to bring the shoulders towards the ears and see if we can squeeze them up. Inhale. Exhale, roll them back. Do that a couple more times. Squeeze them up towards the shoulders. Exhale them back. Inhale, squeeze them up. Exhale, roll them back. Right hand comes out by the side. Left hand comes up and over to the right ear and just find a stretch onto the right side. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, no pulling or tugging again, sensitive to the neck. Inhale. And exhale, lift up. Fingertips lift up towards the sky and exhale over towards the right side. See if you can open up the chest. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can stay on your fingertips or walk the hand out. Try and keep that left hip in towards the floor. And exhale, bring it to the other side. And right hand comes up and over to that left ear. Feel into the left side of the neck. Inhale here. Exhale. See if you can relax through that left shoulder. If you keep it up here, you don't feel as much of a stretch of the neck. Inhale. And exhale, lift up, right fingertips lift up, and exhale over towards that left side. So if you can peel the chest open a little bit more. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, slowly lift back up. See how it feels here. We're going to bring that left hand to the right knee. Right hand's going to come behind us, finding a gentle twist towards that right side. No pulling or tugging. Don't turn all the way to the shoulder. Just look towards the right side of the room. Inhale. Exhale, find your twist. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center and turn it towards the left side. Right hand to the left knee. Inhale. And exhale. Let it go. Inhale. And exhale back to center. Just take a moment here. Feel into the spine. Could you elongate that spine a little bit more? This is your neutral spine. Can you just tap into where that natural curve is? Now you're not lying on the floor. Could you tilt your tailbone a little bit? Could you engage through the core? And then coming to a place where you can take those 3 breaths now. See if they're different. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And let it go. We're going to slowly make our way onto hands and knees. Once we make onto hands and knees, just take a moment, look in between those fingertips. Again, find that neutral spine. Maybe that means that we do need to tilt the tailbone like a couple of centimeters so we don't feel like we're arching our back. We have a strong core pushing through those hands. Shoulder blades are not coming away from each other completely, but they're also not trying to come towards each other. Inhale here, nice and strong, feel into the core. And exhale, keep it there. Inhale, drop through the belly, lift through the hips, gaze lift up. Inhale. Exhale, belly button to spine, spine up towards the sky. Inhale, bring it down. And exhale, rock up. Shoulder blades are coming away from each other. Feel a push through the hands. And exhale, belly drops down. Cow pose. Exhale, spine comes up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Look up. And exhale. Tuck through the tailbone, lift through the spine. Slowly from here, bring the bum towards the heels. So if you can hold this position of lifting up the knees and then slowly peeling those hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Push through the hands, look towards the ankles or the knees, and you can pedal out the legs here. Maybe you slow it down a little bit just to fit into the hamstrings. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath here in your downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly lower the knees to the floor. Here we're going to go into our active puppy pose. So the hands are going to come forward and we're going to drop onto the forearms. The chest's going to come towards the floor. Maybe you walk those hands out a little bit more. Maybe you get onto the fingertips and lift through the elbows. Inhale, breathe it in, open through the chest. Exhale, sink into the posture. Can you open through the chest a little bit more? Inhale, lift it up a little bit. Exhale, pulse. Inhale. Exhale, let it go down. Don't let the elbows touch the floor. Inhale. Exhale, one more time. Inhale. And exhale, chest comes down towards the floor. It might be that you're looking towards the floor. The chin also can be trying to make its way towards the floor. And then slowly push through the hands, lift it up. Just taking a moment here. We're going to bring the right hand up when we're ready. Floating it up, opening into a twist. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Hand through the armpit space. Side of the head comes down. Inhale here. Maybe walk the left hand out in front of you. Inhale, open through the chest. Exhale, find the twist. Inhale. And exhale, walk the hand back. Push up onto that left side. We're going to tuck through the right toes. Breathe it in and exhale. Rock onto the inside of that right foot. Open up into your side plank. Ooh, strong through the core. Try and plant that back foot all the way down to the floor. Inhale. See if you can stack the shoulders on top of each other. Stack the wrists so they're parallel with each other. The hips are going to be stacked on top of each other. And this is really where yoga, we want the alignment to matter in some way, just so we're not hurting ourselves. Inhale. Really push through those hips so you can get them up towards the sky. You want to make sure that our side bodies are really, really engaged here. Inhale and exhale. Hand comes down and we plant it down. That toes can tuck back under. We're going to lift the knee in towards into between the thumbs. Now you might want to spider onto the hands. Also, blocks are a really lovely option here. Foot comes in between the thumbs. Inhale. Exhale, tuck through the toes and lift it up into your high lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Tap the back knee down and lift it up. Breathe in. Breathe out. See if you can tap the knee down. Lift it up. One more time. Slowly tap the knee down. Lift it up. Breathe it in. Open through the chest. Inhale. And exhale, hands come to the heart center. Bring the weight onto the front leg. Tilt it forward. See if you can find your warrior three. You may go into your plants if they're right in front of you. Inhale and exhale. Plant the foot. Find your Tadasana. Tilt the tailbone. See if you can get the pelvis to be nice and even with each other. So the hips are nice and even, and we don't feel like we're a bucket of water spilling forward, and we don't feel like a bucket of water spilling back. Shoulders are over the hips, and open up the palms. Inhale here. Exhale, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. And exhale. Hands come to the waist, slowly fold over those legs. See See if you can find your forward fold here, and then slowly bring the hands to the thighs, push up into your halfway lift. So that I could put a cup of water onto your back and it would not fall over. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Hands come to plant onto the floor and step it back. Plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, tuck the toes, knees come down. Inhale through the left hand, open up, twist. Exhale, hand comes through the armpit space, bring it down, shoulder towards the floor into your twist. See if that top hand wants to walk out and see if you can breathe in, open up the chest, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. Push the hand back under the shoulder. Lift it up. This time, left hand is going to come up and your left leg is going to stretch out and you're going to turn onto the left inside of the left foot. Open up into your side plank. Really breathe into the side body here. Inhale, nice and strong. Exhale, stay where you are. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Tuck through the back toes and shift it back over so the hand plants. Maybe you have blocks, maybe you spider the hands, back foot comes to be in between the thumbs. Tuck the back foot and lift up into your high plank. Inhale. Exhale, slowly tap the back knee. Inhale, lift it up, strong legs. Exhale down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, one more tap. Slowly lift up, breathe into the legs. Inhale here, hands come to the heart center. And exhale, push up into that back, off that back foot. See if you can find the warrior three once again. Flex through the back foot, bring it forward, lift through that back leg. Inhale. And exhale, step back leg to the front. Open up to Tadasana, watch through the pelvis, your feet fully planted, shoulders away from the ears, crown of the head up towards the sky. Just breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, hands come to the waist, fold over the legs. You can bend through the knees or maybe you keep them quite straight, fit into those hamstrings. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to thighs, push up. And exhale, fold, plant through the hands and step it back to plank. Drop through the knees. And then we're going to find that puppy pose again. So feet are going to come down and we're going to toes are going to untuck and we're going to slowly walk the hands forward. Bring the elbows down and see if you can find that passive puppy stretch this time, chest towards the floor. Inhale. Exhale, trying to get the chin or the forehead to the floor. Feel into the shoulders here. Inhale. Exhale, bum towards the sky. It's kind of a funky looking posture. Inhale. And exhale, slowly shift the weight forward and come onto the belly. Inhale here. And exhale, hands come either side of the hips. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Lift through the chest, lift through the feet, lift through the hands. Locust pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands come under the shoulders, slowly lower the legs, slowly lower the forehead, push back up and back into your child's pose. Inhale and exhale, slowly lift it up, feet come to one side, back onto the bum and then slowly make it onto the back. Just like when you started the practice, feet to the corners of the mat. And begin to weigh down towards the floor. Can you feel into the back? Hands could open up. Can you let go into your Shavasana and just notice how it feels in the lower spine, upper spine, the belly. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Knees come in towards the chest. Find a little rock side to side. You can stay in your Shavasana if you feel like you need to, or maybe you just rock up to a comfortable seated position and move on with your day. I hope you enjoyed this very quick yoga class just for good posture, some stretches that you might want to be doing daily. Make sure to like and subscribe for more. The light in me sees the light in you. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. And I'll see you in the next class.